Would you like to know how inspirational quotes from billionaires can help you become one? In this video, we will be discussing the meaning of 13 of Harv Eker's quotes and how they can help you become one. Hi, my name is Caterina Rubello with The Right Mindset. I am an international best-selling author, a certified coach, an engineer, and a proud mom of 2 young girls. And on this channel, I will be creating videos on how to create passive income and get time and financial freedom. So first of all, who is Harv Eker? Harv Eker was born in 1954 and is an author, businessman, and motivational speaker. He wrote the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, which I highly recommend that you read. So let's get started with the first quote. Rich people are committed to being rich, poor people want to be rich. What does it mean? It means that rich people commit to taking the actions needed to become a rich person, while poor people just say they want to become rich, but aren't willing to sacrifice certain things like leaving their comfort zone and being disciplined and focused on taking the steps day in and day out to achieve their dreams. So the question is, are you just interested or are you committed? Rich people have their money work hard for them, poor people work hard for their money. So, as employees, poor people work hard to get paid. But rich people don't do that. They invest their money on assets that bring them more money. Assets like rental real estate, building businesses, stocks, online courses, books, and others. So, while poor people slave at their jobs and spend their hard earned money, rich people save and invest their money so it earns them more money. The question here is, when will you prioritize saving and investing over spending? If you want to make a permanent change, stop focusing on the size of your problems and start focusing on the size of you. Wow, what can I say? Everybody has problems, but it's the way we deal with them by stopping to focus on them and start focusing on learning and applying our knowledge that will help us become who we need to be to achieve our goals. It's our daily actions that will help us grow and bring us closer to our dreams. So, by changing your focus, you can change your life permanently. Are you ready? Rich people believe I create my life. Poor people believe life happens to me. By taking responsibility for their actions, by being disciplined, focused, and willing to make sacrifices, as well as focusing on long term rewards instead of immediate ones, rich people build their dream lives, while poor people they blame everything and everyone else for what happens to them. Will you keep blaming others or will you take your life in your own hands and commit to your goals? If you take 100% responsibility for your actions, your goals will get done and you'll get the life you desire. Rich people think big, poor people think small. This means that we usually come up short on our goals, so you should think bigger and that way you will achieve your initial goal and more. I love the book The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. It's an oldie, but a very good one. If you can go and read it, do it because it will help you open up your horizons. Like Grant Cardone says, 10x everything. If you think of making 10k per month, why not 100k? Like Harv Eker also says, rich people think big. Rich people associate with positive, successful people, and poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. This quote reminds me of another one. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with by Jim Rohn. If you are surrounded by negative and unsuccessful people, how can you see the possibilities around you? When you start associating with positive, successful people, you start to see many opportunities everywhere. It has happened to me and it can happen to you too, but only if you really, really want it. Rich people focus on opportunities, poor people focus on obstacles. This is so true. Have you not found yourself having a great idea just to have your mind find 1,000 excuses on how it wouldn't work? And then, after some time, you start seeing other people developing a similar idea and having success with it, while you are still standing on the sidelines. It sure happens to me a lot. So instead of letting your mind get the better part of you, start focusing on the opportunities out there and how you can make them happen for you. Ask yourself, how can I make this work? And your mind will be more than happy to help you out. Rich people focus on their net worth, poor people focus on their working income. Aren't you tired of living from paycheck to paycheck? Don't you think there is a better way? Well, rich people know the secret, and I have been studying them to learn it as well. And from what I can tell, it all comes down to assets. Rich people invest in assets that bring them passive income, like rental real estate, building businesses, creating online courses, and writing books, as well as buying stocks and cryptocurrencies. So, what do you need to do? Start focusing on new ways to earn more money and how you can start saving and investing your money instead of ways to spend your money. Mm, you need to do a money mindset shift. What you focus on expands. What you focus on expands, that's right. People usually focus on what they don't want, so what do they get? Exactly, more of the things they don't want. However, if you start focusing on what you do want, you will start to see ways to get it. So direct your focus on what you really want. It may not be easy at first because our mind has a negative bias. However, the more you start focusing on what you do want, it will expand. Like T. Harv Eker says, just try it for yourself. The number one reason most people don't get what they want is that they don't know what they want. We have already discussed this in the last quote. Because people usually focus on what they don't want and not on what they do want, they probably don't even know exactly what it is that they want. So, if you start writing down daily what it is that you want in a journal and do it in present tense, you will eventually know it. It's not easy at first, but it's definitely worth finding out. You don't want to get to the end of your life and realize that you never achieved what you wanted in life because you just didn't bother to find out, right? Rich people act in spite of fear. Poor people let fear stop them. Fear is definitely a difficult enemy. It takes courage to overcome our fears because we cannot escape them. We have to face them and take the action that scares us. That's the only way our fears subside. But doing what we are afraid to do, and then we just ask ourselves, why was I afraid to do this? It's not that difficult after all. And when we do it over and over again, our confidence builds and we become bolder and more daring and we grow. Don't let your fears stop you. Let them be your stepping stones to a new and better you. You can do this. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent rich and successful people. This one is so true. I have a friend who is well off, not exactly rich, and for a long time I was a bit jealous of her and her family. They would travel several times per year, they had great cars and great clothes and a big house, and I felt like I deserved that and wanted it for myself. It took me a while to get over my jealousy and start admiring her resilience, her discipline, her focus and persistence, as well as her dedication to the family business. So stop resenting rich people and start admiring the qualities that made them become rich. You will learn a lot. And if you resent rich people, why would you want to become one, right? You should admire that which you want to become, not what you do not want to become, right? So change it. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always got. What do you think about this quote? Is it true or is it true? Are you trying to get different results but you keep doing the same things? Or is that working out for you? Have you been able to change your results? No, right? So if you want to achieve new outcomes, then you have to change. Do things differently. Find a mentor that has done it before. Model his behavior. That's what I'm doing. I follow several people. I invest in myself by learning from them. I have coaches. What will you do differently this year? I hope these quotes have helped you. Remember to subscribe to my channel and click the bell so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. Take action today and live the life you desire without regrets. See you next time.